Hey guys, if you want to do something fun, instead of going to Taco Bell, count how many times I make a Mean Girls reference in this video.
Nice wig, Alex. What's it made out of?
Your mom's chest hair! Fucker. Hey guys, I'm Alex, and I'm too gay to function. You're watching Rated PG Pretty Gay, my YouTube channel that I wish to restart, but I'm probably going to forget about it a lot. Now, the point of this channel is just for me to basically talk and do some research on things I like, and today's topic is actually on online dating from a gay man's point of view. My point of view, actually. Funny enough, I even have a paper to refer to this. In college, I did an English course called English Reading and Writing, also known by my fellow classmates as COM 1085, the one English course everyone in the school has to take. And I did this as my final research paper. I entitled it, Swipe Right to Like, the Negative Impacts of Online Dating. I like to call it, Why Men Suck. A quick disclaimer, guys, this is my own personal view on this topic. I don't represent any of the companies, nor do I mean any of the companies any harm. It isn't their fault that there's a bunch of fuckboys on there that want to talk to me and want to be a douchebag to me. Also, with me being gay, I don't represent every gay person. We are not the Borg. However, with me being Canadian, we are the Borg. Resistance will be impolite. Please wait to be assimilated. Pour être assimilation en français, veuillez appuyer le 2. Well, you're probably thinking, who the heck is Alex? That's all I know about him. Well, I'm a Scorpio. I like chocolate, long walks on the beach, wine, and food, and cheese, and video games. What I don't like, by the way, is dishonesty, food that has its own life, aka moldy and rotten food, and uncool mothers who don't give their children hump day treats. Because, as you have to know, I'm just not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Hey there, honey. Happy hours between 4 and 6. You can clearly see I like to use humor as the way to break the ice, but for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to want to work with the online dating world right now. And I don't know why. I think I'm a pretty awesome person, and people are just missing out on a lot of great times. There are so many things I really want to do with people. And, oh, sorry about that. I'm getting a phone call right now. Oh, it's Karen, my good friend. We're gonna have some plans later on tonight. Hey, Karen.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
Boo, you whore. Before we go into the world of online dating, there's some background info that you guys are going to need to know so that you can understand what I'm saying, and also it'll help explain some points later on in this video. While I was writing my essay, and also plenty of time before that, I was using 6 different applications, websites, and services that were all freemium services. Freemium is a very fancy word that combines the words free and premium. It is free for you to sign up for these services, download the app, or sign up for the website. However, there are some premium features that you will need to pay for, either as a one-time fee or as a subscription fee. Also, half of the apps that I use were gay exclusive. The other ones cater to everybody. The 6 apps, websites, and or services that I used were OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, Grindr, Tinder, Surge, and Bigger City. I can combine all 6 of these services together into 3 different pairs. The hookup apps, the mutual likes, and last but not least, the complete packages. The hookup apps, Grindr and Bigger City. These apps are gay exclusive apps that use your phone's GPS to find other locals in your area who are using these apps at that time. Now, they're both practically the same thing. You have a profile picture, you have a very short profile that contains like your name, your age, your tribe. Tribe is a fancy word just to describe what type of gay you are, like if you're a jock, a geek, a bear, etc. However, Bigger City gives you more of a blurb than Grindr does. It allows you to have more pictures, and Bigger City caters towards a particular community, the Chub and Chubby Chaser community, while Grindr caters to every type of gay. Basic features include a limited amount of people that you can see at once, while subscription allows you to expand that greatly. Now, Bigger City also, by the way, doesn't just do locals, they also have a global option. The mutual likes, Tinder and Surge. These apps also use your phone's GPS to find locals in your area, except you can increase or decrease that radius in the settings. When you create the account, you do have to link your Facebook up to it, but it only uses public information that you display. So that's usually just your profile picture and any like job or school that you choose to show. You can hide these and change them after you sign up for the account. Now, it works a little bit differently than Grindr and Bigger City, where you can see a bunch of people at once. You only get to see a person one at a time. And profiles, again, are very basic. You have your profile picture, your name, your age if you choose to display it, your location if you choose to display it, where you go to work/school if you choose to display it, and a little blurb about yourself. Now, for you to talk to someone, you choose to mutually like each other, and by doing that, you have to swipe. If you swipe left, you don't want to talk to them. But if you swipe right, you like them, and then they'll get notified if they swipe right to you too. You'll get notified when you have a mutual like, and then you can start communicating with each other. Free account access is basically a limited amount of swipes, and that's it. And they refresh about every 12 to 18 hours. Unlimited access is a subscription fee where you can have unlimited likes. If you accidentally swiped left, you can go back and swipe right, etc., etc. It's very, very self-explanatory. The only major difference between the two is that while Tinder caters to every sexual preference, Surge is literally the gay Tinder. The complete packages. OkCupid and Plenty of Fish. I lost the original clip, so I guess I have to film here instead and redo it. These are the closest to services that you will get to having the actual real deal, such as eHarmony and Match.com. Now, both of them have an extensive profile, allow you to upload mass amount of pictures, and even connect your Instagram. They both have a mutual like sort of mini system in them where you get to see other users and do the whole swipe left to pass right to like. But you don't actually have to have a mutual like to message people. Well, most people, I should say. You can actually have in your settings that you can only have mutual likes message you. Now, the major differences between the two is that OkCupid has a match system. So what they do is you answer endless questions and you get a match score that's out of 100%. Obviously, the higher amount of percent that you have, the better, quote, match you are for them. And Plenty of Fish has a psychological assessment. I really don't know how good that is. I've deleted my Plenty of Fish profile since, and I did it a couple of times. It seems to be very, generic questionnaire still. And again, it'll tell you if you're a good match to them or not. Now, basic features include basic inbox view, again, messaging people, and all basic accounts on both of them will let you know when someone has viewed your profile or if you viewed someone else's profile. So let's say you viewed this really hot guy's profile, they'll get a notification saying that, oh, you viewed their profile. Paid features include browsing invisibly so that doesn't happen anymore, and for OkCupid, having a bigger inbox. For more information on these apps or websites, go to their appropriate pages, but please be over the age of 18 before accessing them. Now, on to point number 1. Did you know that online dating is a giant cash cow? Back in 2008, which was the earliest number I could personally find, there were over 12 million subscribers in the US alone that were using online dating services. And in 2007, they estimated that the consumer spending was worth $900 million. That's not all, though. There's a February 2016 NASDAQ article written by Capital that mentions that Match Group, which, by the way, is a company that owns OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, and Tinder, half the apps and services I used for my essay, and they also own Match.com, if you couldn't tell, was worth over $2.3 billion US. Let me repeat that number to you. $2.3 billion US. That's a crazy amount of money. Actually, now thinking about that, I wonder. Let me see. I'm gonna get this piece of paper here, and I have a pencil right here. Now, I do know for a fact that the average school bus, in US dollars anyways, is worth $65,000. And that's basic, there's no air conditioning or anything. It's just a yellow bus that you have to roll those goddamn awful windows down. Now, if I divide 2.3 billion by 65,000, and I carry pi, I can get 35,384 school buses to hit Regina, Georgia with.
That fake apology and shove it right up your hairy...
We all know that looks have their parts to play. And it's no different in the gay dating world or the straight dating world. But gay men are one of the vainest creatures you will ever meet. They're only next to stereotypical pageant queens that want world peace and the plastics themselves.
My hairline is so weird. My pores are huge. My nail beds suck. I have really bad breath in the morning. Ew.
Jason Whitesel, author of Fat Gay Men, Girth, Mirth, and the Politics of Stigma, sums up how I feel perfectly. When you're big and gay, the discrimination is horrible. People won't talk to you because you're big. I mean, you don't want to go to bed with me. You might not be attracted to me, but my God, I'm a human being and you can't treat me like one? Just because you don't want to go to bed with somebody doesn't mean you can't talk to them. It just baffles me that people are still like this. I've been told to my face and online that I'm too fat for them and that they would not talk to me anymore. And I just don't know why. I don't care the fact that I'm fat. They're just losing on something pretty damn awesome.
So you agree?
What?
You think you're pretty?
For the love of... Finally, the art of catfishing, and boy do I loathe it. It's so fucking stupid. I mostly find these guys on Grindr particularly, and they're all take form of AI. It's kinda dumb, to be honest, because they really only say 3 things, so it's really easy to weed out and very quick to pick up. The first thing that they say is that there's a party nearby, and that you want to go to the party, and they'll do a strip show, and then you can do whatever you want with them, but the problem is that the party's 3,000 miles away, and I know nobody classifies as local if you're 3,000 miles away, so okay. The second one is a particular phrase that I'll put on the screen right now, and it's "I love your look" with a smiley face that uses the equal sign. They all start with that. It's usually followed by, "You should come to this website to watch me cam." And it's like, no thank you, I'm not interested. There was also another bot that used to just yell the word anal at me, who I just made fun of, so that was a fun time too, but that's another story. And the last one, my personal favorite. It's the dude bro who is, you know, super jack, shirtless pic. It's a gym pic too. They mention they just got back from the gym and that their ding dong has a heart on, and like, oh my God, I'm so turned on. No, I'm not. I don't give a bloody shit about it. Now, the amount of bots that there are, it kind of gets annoying. So even with mass amount of blocking, it just starts to overwhelm you. And at some point, I deleted everything, save for my OkCupid, which I just deactivated. And I'm going like, nobody wants to talk to a robot. Or do they? So on a whim of potential insanity, but more than likely out of boredom, well, yeah, it was boredom, I decided to do a social experiment. I decided to troll online and portray myself as someone else. Now, I decided to do a meme, and I picked a meme that was pretty popular a month ago when I first started this social experiment, and I would say that as of this video being published, it is still relatively popular. Now, this meme is called "When You Work at Lush" or "When You're the New Person at Work," and it's from a TV show called Emu's Pink Windmill Kids, which aired in the 1980s. It's a kids TV show. There's this guy with a emu puppet in a pink windmill, as the name implies, and there's a cast of kids that when they were first introduced did this song and dance, and they're like really silly excited. They're like, oh my God, this is me. Now, I know that I'm not really doing any justice showing you, so without further ado, here's the clip.
Hi, my name's Katrina.
And my name is Hugh.
I'm Sarah. I'm Emma.
And I'm Joe to you.
Hello, my name is Spencer.
And my name's Lorraine. I'm Anthony.
I'm Debbie. And my name is Abby.
Now that I scarred all of you, potentially, I would explain to you the concept of my social experiment. I decided to portray it as Katrina, and I used 3 apps: Tinder, Grindr, and a third one that I didn't mention before called Growler. Growler's like a Grindr, but it's more towards the bear community and has more features like Bigger City. Now, in my profile picture, I put a screen cap of Katrina that had the words, "Hi, my name's Katrina." I made this in a meme generator. If there was a tagline available, which Grindr allows, and so does Growler, my word in there was "hi." My profile in all of them was, "My name's Katrina, I will meme you." Now, I started this again about a month ago. And it's very sad for me to report that I'm getting more attention, because here's just what I do. If someone just says hello to me, I send the entire 24-second clip in picture format to their inbox. Picture by picture, like, "Hi, my name's Katrina, and my name is Hugh." And it just goes in their inbox. It ends with "Woo, bitches," which is the group going woo. And for whatever reason, people want to still talk to me like a normal human being. Because according to them, I'm a breath of fresh air. And I'm going like, okay, I like being funny, but I don't want to be a fucking joke. That wasn't the weirdest part, though. There was a couple instances I'm going to talk about particularly. The first was that I got a 60-year-old guy on Grindr really angry at me because he thought I was going to be a mature 27-year-old because, like, Dude, totally. If I'm portraying a 14-year-old girl from the 1980s TV show Emu's Pink Windmill Kids, I'm totally going to be a seriously young man that he wants to, have passionate sex with. Well, that didn't last long. He, quote, reported me to Grindr. I'm happy to report, though, that my Grindr account's still active and Katrina is still slaying on Grindr. The one thing that was kind of negative, though, is that on Growler, I got banned within 24 hours. And while that is negative, I found that funny that it took them that long. I thought it'd be banned much sooner. I did manage to get a date out of it, though, but it didn't really go well. And that kind of made me question quite a few things that I'll get to in a second. And the final thing was, and this was the worst of them all, because it is positive attention, but not what you expect. There's this guy I kind of liked, at least physically speaking, because he was cute, and I've heard quite a few things about him. Some of my friends know this person, and I tried to talk to him on Grindr. I said hi, that's all I said, and I got blocked. It's like, okay, not his type. So when I deleted my Grindr account and made Katrina, all the old blocks disappeared. So he appeared on my radar again. And I didn't talk to him. He messaged me while Katrina is still active and said, let's fuck. I'm going, what? And then my second thought was, it pays to be a girl from the 80s. And then I'm going no, I don't want this. Because this is not how it's supposed to be. But all in all, even after my social experiment, I have some exciting news to say. I'm officially taken as a fucking joke. As I quote Cher from Twitter, I'm basically becoming the next Twitter Cher of the gay dating world at the rate that I'm going with the social experiment. Because it turns out more people want me to be a fucking joke than for me to be me. It seems that fat gay guys can only really compensate through humor, and you have to be really fucking stupid funny to do that. And I don't feel like that represents me. Yes, I use humor as an extension of myself because I do think sometimes I'm kind of funny. But at the same time, it doesn't really work that way. I have a lot more qualities than that. And I just don't understand why any guy on the planet will not want to get to know me.
So Alex, I know you've been complaining about these dating apps, but that actually has me wondering, do you still use them?
Sadly, yes I do, voice in the background, because I don't have a choice at all. Now, I've been online dating for well over 5 years, so I've come to this conclusion over the course of time. I'm a social person, I do like going out, but I do find bars are not my scene. We do have one gay bar here where I live in a city of 100,000 people that has a tri-city deal going on that makes us about 250,000, but I feel like that this bar really isn't me, and bars in general have never been me. I enjoy eating at a pub, but I don't enjoy drinking at a bar. Sure, gay bars have fabulous music and a great dance floor, but you want to know what? It's not my scene. I'd rather go to a coffee shop to get to know you, not, being plastered drunk and, trying to get into your pants, because I'm more for let me get to know you instead of let me go fuck you. Another thing is that because of me not like going to bars, I also don't have the money to go to bars. I'm a college student. I don't have much money. There's not much else to say besides that. I do work part-time, but I do live on my own, so most of the stuff goes towards my living expenses. And the third thing is that I actually lack a gaydar, which is the stupidest thing ever. Yes, the gay man doesn't know how to tell when another man is gay. I really wish I had this inherent ability, but it's something I've just never been good at because I do lack some social cues. Now, unless you're obviously flamboyant, which then I can tell, the only other way you're going to come and tell me that you're gay is you come to my house and profess your love to me. Because let's be real, this happens all the time. Who's at the door at this hour?
Your delivery is here.
What delivery? Ooh, Taco Bell. Wait a minute, Taco Bell doesn't deliver. Who delivered it?
He kind of reminded me of Danny DeVito.
Really?
Really?
Well, I do love Danny DeVito's work, but really not, I really don't think he looked like him, though. There is a note on the receipt, though. Oh, okay, let me read you this note. I heard you're on an all-carb diet. I have a stick of butter in my pants, and by a stick of butter, I mean my penis. Is butter a carb? Call me at this number. This is not how you get to my heart, but I do love Taco Bell, so I just got free Taco Bell. Oh, I wonder what he got me. He got me cheese fries! Hey guys, and thanks so much for watching this video. Special shout out to my friends Kendra, Kayla, Megan, and Abby for helping me with this video. I love you guys lots so much, and I greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to give a quick like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel, go for it. If not, At this point, I really don't care because I have a lot of schoolwork to do, and I know that my uploadness on this channel is going to be very weird to say the least. Also, if you've been keeping count on how many Mean Girl references I made in this video, the total count is 13. That's fetch. Make that 14.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.